Part 2 of the Bradley sisters' story.
Fun-loving sisters were last seen by their mother when she left for work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Once she arrived back home around 11 a.m., along with her companion picking her up by the name of George, they entered the apartment and she called out for her children and got no response. Once she entered the apartment a little bit more, she looked on the couch and found a bundle of clothes on the couch as well as a handwritten note.
There was a note that had been written that said, "Oh, we're going down to the corner store." But the girls never came back.
Tracy became alarmed because this is something her children don't normally do.
Tracy says that when she got home, there was a note on the back of the couch saying that they had went to the park and went to the store, but Tianda didn't write that note.
The kids don't leave unless mom or another adult is at the residence. And this struck her, and she was alarmed that this has actually happened. It is not normally for her to even leave a note. She knows that she doesn't go out the house none whatsoever under any circumstances. And this struck the parent quite hard and concerned about why is she leaving a note.
Her grammatical structure, the sentence structure, and that wasn't the way Tianda spoke. And I was surprised to hear about a note because as she would call her mother's cell phone. And she did call her mother's cell phone saying that George was at the door.
She asked her companion at that time, which is George Washington, to help her find her children.
Family members were running around different neighborhoods looking, different areas, but that time was critical. Actually, the police wasn't called until about 6 hours later.
Chicago Police Department came out and did a missing police report, did a canvass of the area to determine the fact, and interviewing people to determine the fact that they'd seen the children. That canvass went on all the way up until about approximately late in the day.
The police, followed up on that and devoted an enormous amount of resources to this case. It's one of the biggest searches that Chicago police have ever probably conducted looking for missing persons, and devoted hundreds of officers to this case. The FBI got involved, canine units got involved, helicopter units got involved, police boats got involved.
Me and my daughter walked in. I turned on the TV because I always watch the news. First thing I saw was Tianda's face. And then they said that her and her sister Diamond were missing, and I just broke into tears. My brother called me right away and he told me, "Did you see Tianda on the news? She's missing," and he started crying.
Well, I had just arrived at my daughter Elena's house, and she was sitting on the porch and they had the TV there. Just as I was getting to her house, she was coming on the TV. And when I recognized her, and I said, that is Tianda. But I was in shock because I couldn't believe what they were saying. My grandbaby was gone, missing. But at that moment, I thought that she'll show up. She's going to come back. They'll find her.
And I immediately jumped in the van and drove down. When I got to Tracy's residence, Tracy was being questioned by the police. She had been held at the police department.
My daughter said, "Mommy, what's wrong with her? Why is she missing? Who took her?" And I told her, "Baby, I don't know." And now they're missing with no answers, no leads, nothing. I mean, it's just like literally a cold case.